Hey folks, it's Rob of Rob's Movie Collection, and I got a little bit of a haul here to show you. It's not going to take long. I'm not a big internet shopper. I'm kind of paranoid about my credit card being online and identity theft and all that stuff. So I don't actually do it a lot. But every once in a while, what I do is I have a money jar, a good old-fashioned money jar, and I put coins in there, and when it gets full, I cash it in for an Amazon card so I can get some stuff. So here's a little something I got. It's not a big haul, not a lot, but it is a bunch of stuff that I've been wanting for a long time. So, and I finally got it. So let's start. First of all, I got Blackadder Remastered. Now, this is a British TV series starring Rowan Atkinson. Right there, you might recognize him, some of you, as Mr. Bean. It's hard to believe it's the same guy, but it is. He does such a great job. This is a great series that I've watched for a long, long time. Hugh Laurie's in it as well. It's just hilarious, and it's this big, thick one, and it's got all the series, and it's got some special features and Christmas Carol and a couple of extra ones there, some specials. I've been wanting this one for a long, long time, but the British shows here in the States are always so expensive. This goes for a good $80 at Barnes & Noble, and I got it for a lot less on Amazon, so I'm glad I finally was able to get Blackadder, so I'm very happy about that. Next up, we got Strictly Ballroom, directed by Baz Luhrmann. This is a great little movie. It's just it was a very big hit. It's a musical, and it's got just all this great music in it and great dancing in it, and very, very funny. I think this is one of the first, or maybe even the first Baz Luhrmann film that I saw, and then followed up with I think, I'm not sure, he might have done Muriel's Wedding. Don't really remember if that was him or not, but of course Moulin Rouge, and did Romeo and Juliet and all that. But this is a great one. This is just got a very unique sense of humor. It's really, really good. If you haven't seen it, you should really check it out. Next up, back to the British shows, Doctor Who, The Brain of Morbius. I'm making my way through the Doctor Who series. I've got most of the new stuff, but for me, my first Doctor Who was Tom Baker back in the 70s. And here in the States, it's not as big of a thing as it is in Europe, we got it sparingly. I'd wake up Saturday morning and watch cartoons and be flipping channels, and we'd come across on PBS this weird show and with this guy and this blue box, and it looked like videotape, and it was weird, and you had these rubber monsters, and didn't really know what was going on. But my first Doctor was Tom Baker. So everybody has their first, and the first James Bond, their first whatever. For me, it was Tom Baker, and he has a special place in my sci-fi geeky heart. So I've been trying to collect all of his. Instead of going back to the very beginning, I kind of started with him, and I'm going to go from him through to the modern shows, and then maybe I'll kind of go back and start collecting from number one to the fourth guy, which is this guy. So I've gotten to The Brain of Morbius, and really enjoying these now that I never actually got to see all of them at the time, because it showed, and then it would, for a couple weeks, and then it would disappear for like years, and suddenly somebody else would be the Doctor, and you'd be trying to figure out if it's the same show or not. So but really glad I got that one. Moving on with the Doctor. And keeping on with the Doctor, I finally got Doctor Who, The Day of the Doctor. This is when they got Matt Smith and David Tennant together, and David Tennant, my favorite of the modern day Doctors, and this guy's a close second. And of course, also co-starring John Hurt. 50th anniversary special. This is a really great one. Really good story. Billie Piper is in it again. Of course, the beautiful Jan Coleman, who I just have such a big crush on that it's almost creepy for a guy my age to have a crush on her. So anyway, it's really good. Glad I finally got it. And still, the British stuff, Red Dwarf 3. Now, Red Dwarf is definitely one of my favorite, maybe even my favorite the British sitcoms, because it combines comedy and science fiction, which is of course my favorite science fiction fantasy, my favorite genre. This is the third series. I've got all these on videotape, and I've been slowly trying to get them on DVDs, but they're so expensive. But this one, somehow I got it for like $5 and change on Amazon. I don't know how it came about. I thought maybe it was something strange that I had less, but it's got got everything on it. It's got all the episodes. It's got all the special features and the extras and stuff. And there it is. And so I'm very happy about that. And hopefully I can get the other ones as well. I think Series 1 is still really expensive, even on Amazon. But this one, hey, pretty good. So not bad. Next up, I got Orca, the killer whale. I remember Orca, and I love Orca. This is a response to the success of Jaws. Everybody wanted a Jaws type of creature, and they would do octopus and octopi and other creatures, barracudas and stuff. And Orca was one of those responses, but it kind of stood out. It stars Richard Harris, really great actor. Eventually became the first Dumbledore. Charlotte Rampling, Will Sampson, and Bo Derek. Really good movie. It's got a lot to it, more than just your creature of the week type of, this animal has a little more personality, has, emotions to it. Hard to really get into it without really getting into it, and I want to eventually do an episode just for this one. So, but just trust me, it's really good, and it's even kind of sad in a very unexpected way at the end. So definitely check out Orca if you can. Then I got Godzilla 1984. Now Godzilla, I have a big collection of Godzilla movies. Big fan. I've always been since I was a little kid. This one was kind of when they done the original series that ended in the 70s, and then they kind of brought them back. And in this country, it was called Godzilla 1985, and they re-edited it, and they put in a bunch of scenes with Raymond Burr because he had been in the original. And they kind of, in doing so, changed the story a little bit. And I always read about the original Japanese version, which was a different kind of story, and even things, there were Russians in it, and because we were in the middle of the Cold War with them back then, they kind of made them out to be the bad guys, but in the original they're not, and just stuff like that. I've never actually seen the original Japanese version, so I'm really looking forward to watching this, and I've been wanting it for a long time, and I'm glad I finally got it, so to add to my collection. And last, Dark Star. Now, if you've ever, I don't know if you've ever heard of this one, this is a great little movie from back in the day, from I believe the 70s. Directed by John Carpenter, written by Dan O'Bannon. It's directed by John Carpenter. Not sure if it is. Maybe it is. I don't know. Produced and directed by John Carpenter. I don't know why I never think of this movie when I think of his filmography. But, written by Dan O'Bannon, the guy who wrote Alien. It's hard to describe this one. Again, I have to do a special episode on this one. It's just so weird, but it's hilarious. I used to watch it on Channel 13 a lot. They used to show it a lot. It's just a funny little movie. Not overtly funny like Falling Down. Well, actually it does have some little that maybe there. It's got this beach ball alien that you just have to see to believe. But this is a great, I didn't even realize this, I was going to get this Hyperdrive edition that's got all these documentaries and special, features on it and stuff. That was kind of a nice surprise. For some reason, I didn't make that connection. I just saw it, and I thought, oh, great, I've been wanting this for a long time, I'll get it. And when it came, I saw that it had all these special things on it, which is really great. If you haven't seen Dark Star, check it out. It's just hilarious. Okay, so that's it. That's what I got from Amazon. It is now December 16th. We're just got 2 weeks to go to the end of the year. Probably won't buy much else. Gotta start watching some of this stuff that I've got. If you've seen my recent haul videos, there's a lot. So anyway, thanks for watching, and keep watching movies as always. All right, bye.